Bob Slade. In uplifting and updating a resume, the dilemma often arises if you were fired or left a previous job under a cloud. Should you leave that job off your resume? There are a few rare circumstances when you can omit a job from your resume, such as if the position was in an unrelated field and its omission will leave only a 1 or 2 month gap. But if the gap is 3 months or longer, leaving it off will be a risk, one that you are probably better off not taking. Some companies, not just the larger ones, do extensive background checks. It's better to put all your cards on the table, explaining up front any problems your potential employer may hear from about other sources. Should you leave the job off and get called on it, and try to turn what may be perceived as a negative into a positive? Be prepared to answer in a straightforward way. If you've been caught omitting something you've already been viewed as suspicious, don't make matters worse by being evasive or lying. Clear the air and your conscience. If you get the job, you'll probably be making a fresh start. This has been the Black Enterprise Business Magazine Report. I'm Bob Slade of 98.7 KISS FM.
Time check, 14 minutes before 8 o'clock, 98.7 KISS FM. This is Les Brown and none other than Gladys Knight. We're sitting in for Isaac Hayes. He's on tour. Now, if there's anything that's truly be categorized as classic, so would you say this next performance?
Absolutely. You know, being in this industry, I can visualize this particular night, and let me try to kind of paint a picture. Sometimes things just come together like they're supposed to, and I can see this night happening with these two fabulous artists, and this young lady was at her peak. She was feeling passionate about her music that night, and in the audience was another mentor of hers, okay? And everything was just going great. And the chemistry in the audience, you know when you're a part of a special event. Haven't you been in situations like that?
Yes.
You know when, and this was a special event night.
And what is her name?
Her name, ladies and gentlemen, is the Queen of Soul, Ms. Aretha Franklin.
And she was joined by the genius of soul, none other than Ray Charles.
Hey.
Time check, 13 minutes before 8 o'clock. This is 98.7 KISS FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, take it.
Hey!
Look out! 98.7 KISS FM, 5 minutes before 8 o'clock.
Now, this is Gladys Knight. Don't y'all be late for work grooving to this music. Now, y'all better get a move on. Hey?
That's right. Looking at the weather, partly sunny and breezy, low humidity high in the 80s, clear skies and low around 60. Listen, the time check is 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. We're glad you're here. We had to bring some of our stuff from home, and we're going to have it like this all week long.
All week long.
This is Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
How do you love a black woman? How do you love a black woman?
Brother, you can't be confused with the lie that the more women you have, the more your manhood stands out. Black manhood is not defined by how many wives or women or babies you make, but it's how you can love and grow with that one woman you're with.
New York, KISS FM welcomes one of the most powerful plays of our time back to your city for one farewell performance. The Diary of Black Men with the original cast for the final production in the theater at Madison Square Garden. One show only, Saturday, July 20th.
And you will see that I'm the kind of black man who has always supported his family. I don't run the streets. I don't mess around. I don't do nothing to put my family down.
The Diary of Black Men. Male-female relationships from a black man's point of view. One last show in Madison Square Garden. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmasters and the box office, or call 212-307-7171. That's 212-307-7171.
You're having lunch with a large man who happens to be your employer. He makes a statement that you know to be an error. You could, A, wholeheartedly agree.
The Earth? Oh, absolutely flat, sir. Flat as a pancake.
B, objectively express your reservation.
The recent pictures from NASA do suggest that the Earth is actually round.
C, candidly state the facts.
Come on, TJ. Blow it out your ear.
Our research shows that 4 out of 5 Saab drivers will favor the open channel of communication. If you too answered C, but don't yet happen to drive a Saab, may we suggest a 900 5-door sedan? It's been a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years in a row. and has 24 cubic feet of trunk space in which to pack up your office. Find your own road. Saab.
Here's what's happening this week on the KISS calendar on 98.7 KISS FM.
KISS FM's own Vi Higginson, who brought you Mama, I Want to Sing, presents her brand new musical, Born to Sing, opening July 31st at the Union Square Theater in Manhattan. Listen for your chance to win tickets.
Attention all soulmates. Call 1-800-6-KISS-FM to find out how you can win a trip to the Soulmate Getaway Weekend, July 19th through 21st at the Concord Resort in the Catskills, featuring a concert with KISS FM's own Ashford and Simpson.
Keeping you in touch. The KISS calendar on 98.7 KISS FM.
And a good morning to you. 66 degrees outside and mostly sunny skies. I'm Bob Slade for the KISS News team. Hurricane watch is now posted for the East Coast, stretching from Brunswick, Georgia to the Virginia and North Carolina border. Hurricane Bertha has swirled past the central Bahamas and is expected to shift to the northeast direction sometime today. That should keep the storm from hitting on land on the East Coast, but its winds and rains could still be felt. The tropical storm warning is in effect from Brunswick south to Deerfield Beach, Florida. Overnight, Bertha's top winds weakened from 115 to 105 miles per hour. Elsewhere in the news this morning, the minimum wage hike is not yet a done deal. In the wake of yesterday's Senate passage of the base wage boost, a conference committee must now reconcile differences with a House-passed version. The differences are modest, but Senate Republican Whip Don Nichols has threatened to hold up the conference committee unless Democrats compromise on a stalled health care measure. Senate Democratic leader Tom Daschle warns Republicans obstruct the minimum wage increase at their peril. Elsewhere in the news this morning, NAACP is getting its books in order. In recent years, the nation's oldest civil rights group has racked up a debt of about $3.2 million through financial mismanagement. But the group's new leadership says the deficit has been whittled down to less than $1 million. The chief executive, Kwesi Mfume, is to make the announcement today at the group's annual convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. By the way, President Clinton is scheduled to address that gathering. Bob Dole turned down an invitation. Bronx District Attorney Robert Johnson says a grand jury will hear police officers' explanation of the July 4th shooting. Nathaniel Gaines was shot and killed on a Bronx subway platform. The officer has been stripped of his badge and his gun. Gaines' family wants some answers from the NYPD. They say for several days after the shooting, officials said Gaines was shot in the chest during a struggle with the police officer. In fact, the Navy veteran was shot in the back. The family is distributing flyers seeking witnesses. Wants those folks to come forth. Mayor Giuliani gets his way again. Carol Gresser is voted out of her job as president of the Board of Ed. We'll get more on that story now from our own Dean Meminger.
As predicted, Carol Gresser is no longer the school board president. She's out, and the mayor's man, William Thompson Jr., is in. Gresser voted for Thompson in yesterday's election, saying she wanted to do what's best for the school system. But before stepping down, she took one more swipe at the mayor.
Today, I join the ranks of others who were independent and who were ousted because of this by the mayor. People like Ray Cortinas and Bill Bratton. I think I'm in very good company.
The new president of the Board of Education, William Thompson, who is an investment banker, says the answer to the school system's problems is not cutting back.
There have been massive cuts at 110 in the central bureaucracy over the last 2 to 3 years. I don't think it needs to be downsized further.
By the way, Carol Gresser will continue to be a school board member. Reporting for KISS News, I'm Dean Meminger.
Following a national trend to cut down on youth crime, the city council will consider imposing a curfew for the under-18 crowd. That, according to a report today's Daily News, the proposal would ban juveniles from city streets after 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 11 p.m. on the weekends. Violators would be required to perform 25 hours of community service on the first offense, 50 hours for subsequent offenses. Parents of wandering children will be hit with fines as much as $75 for the first offense and $250 for subsequent offenses. The curfew would not affect kids out with a legal guardian or teens going to or from work or official school, religious, or recreational activities, or teens under the age of 18 who are married. How are they going to figure that out? I don't know. City Council Speaker Peter Vallone says he had a negative attitude against any kind of curfew because there are many worthwhile activities at night for young folks. Taking a look at the baseball scoreboard, National League beat the American League 6-0 to win the 67th annual All-Star Game in Philadelphia. What about our weather forecast for today? Real nice day, so make the most of it. Partly sunny, breezy, low humidity in the forecast, temperatures near 80. Right now, we're at 66 degrees. 66 degrees, a minute past 8. I'm Bob Slade for the KISS News team. Now back to Isaac Hayes in the morning for the best variety of smooth R&B and classic soul, with Les Brown and Gladys Knight filling in. 98.7 KISS FM.
It's Isaac Hayes in the morning. Isaac Hayes in the morning. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. On 98.7 KISS FM. .7 KISS FM, smooth R&B and classic soul. 98.7 KISS FM. You know, I had to come in and bring my stuff from home, and we got some more for you this morning. We have a young man we're going to be playing after the break, and I don't know if you might know his name off the bat, but I think you will recognize the music. And fax us and let us know how you're enjoying it, and give us some suggestions. Our fax number is 768-7958. This is Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy.
And this is Gladys Knight, and you just finished listening to Lionel Richie, Love Will Find a Way. I like that song. I like that whole album, matter of fact.
Yeah, he's a smooth dude.
Yes,
very talented, very gifted.
Yes, he is.
Time check, 8 minutes after 8 o'clock. Isaac Hayes is on tour. We're in here all week. And so we brought some stuff from home. You're going to be hearing some different kind of classic soul this morning, but we hope that you're enjoying it. We're going to take time out for Bob with the traffic.
Okay, and it's going to be a pretty decent day weather-wise. Just to let everybody know, we're going to have a partly sunny day today with the mild temperatures. Very, very comfortable to enjoy. No higher than about 80 degrees today, so make the most of today. All right, take a look at the roadways right now. Morris County, west on Route 46. There's an accident blocking both lanes in the area of Route 80. Traffic is being diverted to the shoulder. On the east side of Manhattan, southbound on the FDR Drive, there is a disabled vehicle in the right lane at 150th Street. Farther south, traffic is slow from the Triborough Bridge to 79th Street, where there is a construction plate on the left lane. And those things never stay down. In Queens, west on the LIE, traffic is slow from the Clearview Expressway to the Fairground. Take a look at the subways now. Everything on or close to schedule, according to the transit folks. Transit and traffic every 10 minutes here at 98.7 KISS FM. By the way, you know, we have a song that'll be coming up. I don't know where you found this. You blew the dust off this bad boy. But I remember seeing this act a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away in Central Park. They performed a concert. Two great jazz legends. Yes. And you remember these guys?
Oh, yes, indeed. I think a lot of people are going to remember this morning. 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, 98.7 KISS FM. We're in for Isaac Hayes, Gladys Knight, and Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And let's take you back right now. KISS FM, just having fun this morning. Les McCann there. 16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Les Brown and Gladys Knight here. We're going to come back with more for you. We had to go home and bring in some stuff for you, but we're going to take time out for a little break. We'll be right back.
Money in your pocket now that you can lease a Nissan Maxima for the unbelievable price of $0 down, $299 a month for 36 months. A car hailed by the automotive press for its sophisticated engine design, the car that gives you the performance of a sports car with the ride of a luxury car for $0 down and just $299 a month for 36 months. And the price seems even more impressive when you consider that it includes automatic transmission, AC, a 4-speaker AM/FM stereo, and power windows and door locks. No wonder it's the best-selling B6 import car in its class. The Nissan Maxima. At $0 down and $299 a month, this is really going to be a summer to remember. See your Nissan dealer or call 1-800-862-6555 for details. Because even though your memories of summer will last a lifetime, this offer will end July 31st. Total monthly payments of $10764, security deposit of $300.
Millions of Americans suffer from negative credit ratings. It may be due to later missed payments, a billing dispute, loss of work, separation, divorce, or family crisis. Call National Credit now at 1-800-YES-CREDIT. That's 1-800-YES-CREDIT.
National Credit is the nation's leader in consumer credit education. So all consumers who have ever had a credit problem, grab a pen and a piece of paper and call from your home or office 1-800-YES-CREDIT. That's 1-800-YES-CREDIT.
Stay away from those credit repair clinics. It's impossible to wipe your credit reports clean.
If qualified, National Credit provides you with complimentary information on obtaining an unsecured major credit card with no security deposit. That's right, no security deposit.
So don't wait any longer and make 1996 the year you get yourself back into the credit system and call National Credit at 1-800-YES-CREDIT and tell them 98.7 KISS FM recommended you at 1-800-937-2733.
Information to make a difference is a consumer education service of 1-800-YES-CREDIT.
If your air conditioning isn't keeping you cool, it's time to talk to Sears. Call 1-800-424-1000 for a free in-home estimate on a new Kenmore Central air conditioning system. Call now and get 0% financing for 3 months. There's no billing, no payments, and no finance charges until October on your Sears card. When you choose Sears for central air conditioning, you can be sure of quality installation and performance. That's guaranteed. And Sears will recommend just the right size system to give you summers of comfort and summer's heat. Whether you're adding central air or replacing it, call Sears now at 1-800-424-1000. APR 21%. Minimum finance charge 50 cents. Both lower in some states. Regular credit terms apply after 0% finance charge period. Some restrictions apply. Ask for details. Call now for your free in-home estimate. Offer ends July 31st, so call Sears now. 1-800-424-1000. That's 1-800-424-1000.
McDonald's presents Dawn's Early Light.
My goodness, Charles, you're up early.
That's right, Dawn. Today's my lucky day. I'm off to breakfast at McDonald's and on the way to my new job.
You silly. Every day's your lucky day at McDonald's. They're big on breakfast with 7 hot, delicious breakfast extra value meals to choose from. One for every day of the week. Egg McMuffin sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, sausage biscuit with egg, sausage McMuffin with egg sandwich, all with hash browns and coffee, and that's just for starters.
Dawn, you and McDonald's have made my day. But, can you do me a favor?
Well?
Do you have any money? This is my first day of the new job.
Lucky for you, breakfast at McDonald's is within our price range.
I participate in McDonald's. McDonald's, the official break of the Olympic Games.
It's Wednesday. Why don't you come by McDonald's for breakfast and start your day off right? Treat yourself to a hot, delicious sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal with hash browns and coffee. Sound good? It is good.
98.7 KISS FM. Good morning. 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. This is Les Brown and Gladys Knight here. We're sitting in for Isaac Hayes. We're having some fun bringing out some real classic soul this morning. Some stuff you haven't heard in a long time. We're all our friends. We want you to call us this morning at 955-9870. That's 955-9870. Or fax us at 768-7958. Right now, we want to know where our friends are.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we hear from you.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, they're checking out the same thing, trying to find out what's going on. It's 66 degrees outside, partly sunny, breezy, low humidity, high 80. KISS FM. 98.7 KISS FM. Good morning. Les Brown and Gladys Knight sitting in for Isaac Hayes. 24 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're just trying to find out where our friends are this morning. Thank you so much, Harold. And the Blue Notes. Looking at the weather outside, partly sunny and breezy. Low humidity, high 80. And clear skies and low around 60. We want to find out what's happening right now with the traffic. Come on, talk to us this morning, Bob.
Okay, good morning. And this traffic report is brought to you by the New York Times. Keep up with your world. Keep up with the Times. In Brooklyn, north on the BQE, the exit ramp to Flushing Avenue was closed due to some sort of fuel spill. On the east side of Manhattan, south on the FDR Drive, there's a disabled vehicle in the right lane at 150th Street. Farther south, traffic is slow from the Triborough Bridge to 79th Street, where there is a construction plate in the left lane. In Queens, west on the LIE, traffic is slow from the Clearview Expressway to the Fairgrounds. Elsewhere on the roadways, taking a look at the Lower East River crossings inbound Brooklyn Bridge, heavy from mid-span on in. Upper level of the Manhattan Bridge is heavy due to a disabled truck in the right lane on the Brooklyn side. The lower level is heavy across the span. Inbound Williamsburg Bridge, heavy across the span as well. Transit and traffic every 10 minutes. Here at 98.7 KISS FM. Now, we have a song that will be coming up. We're going to take a break, but we have a song that's coming up now that's one of the classics of the 70s, right, Les?
Without any question. I mean, this young man who died prematurely was very, very gifted and very talented. We feel that people are going to enjoy him very much this morning. 98.7 KISS FM, classic soul, smooth R&B. 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. You knew this young man. You worked with him as well?
I knew him very well. He's one of my favorite people. And he re-recorded one of our songs, you know, and that's one of the best compliments you can ever have is for someone to ape you, so to speak, okay?
Yeah.
And I just loved his music. His sound touched my musical spirit.
Yes.
And he really did leave us too soon.
Yes. We're going to hear him right after these words. Time check, 25 minutes and 30 seconds after 8 o'clock. KISS FM. 98.7 KISS FM, 8:30, time check, 8:30, the young man that we were talking about. Come on, give it to us, Donnie.
I love it.
Yes, this is the ghetto. Showing up now.
It's Isaac Hayes in the morning on 98.7 KISS FM.
Just a vacancy.
It's Isaac Hayes in the morning.
Fantastic musician. I love his voice.
On 98.7 KISS FM.
98.7 KISS FM. We had two cuts going for you. Love Don't Live Here Anymore by Rolls Royce and Everlasting Love by Mary J. Blige. How you feel about that one, Chaka? You know, as I said before, that's the sincerest form of flattery is when people do our music. You know?
Yeah. That's a strong piece. 16 minutes, time check. 16 minutes before 9 o'clock. Les Brown and Gladys Knight, we're in here for Isaac Hayes. And also, we want you to call us this morning. Our number is 955-9870. Want our friends to call us this morning. Let us know how you're feeling today and whether or not you're enjoying yourself. We want to check.
And
New York, before summer ends, shoe bop over to the Payless Shoe Source Summer End Clearance Sale, where summer's hottest shoes are just $5, $7, and $9 on selected styles. But hurry, sale ends July 24th.
Doesn't it feel good to Payless Shoes?
98.7 KISS FM. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
And Mrs.
Yes,
hello
thank you.
there. This is your bosom buddy.
Who's that?
Karen Cynthia.
I knew it!
Truly, our friends call again.
I was just waiting. I said, I know they're going to call. I know they're going to call. Hi, Carol.
Hi,
Hi, Cynthia.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's so great to have friends like this when you can just think them up, you know. and they just go.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes. Are you enjoying the oldies that I pull out of my brown bag this morning?
Absolutely.
All right now.
Y'all identify with this, don't you?
Absolutely.
See, you guys turned me around from being articulate. I was being articulate until you called.
Then she became cornbread.
Then I became country.
Listen, how did the Big Whiz game go?
The Big Whiz game? We're still trying to teach Bob
He doesn't know
how to play.
Big Whiz. You know, I introduced it to the United States, and I'm going to teach him a few things this morning.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we want to thank you so very much for calling, and thank you for listening to your favorite station. And what is that?
98.7 KISS FM.
Let's take another call. Wait a minute. Hold. Excuse me. I can't believe this. They say Luther is on the phone.
What?
Come on.
What? Hey.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
All right now. This is Luther Vandross. We had just asked all our friends to call us and let us know that they were out there, okay? All our people in radio land. I wasn't expecting you to call. I'm feeling big time in radio now. I'm feeling big time in radio, baby.
Go on with your bad self.
I'm telling you. Oh, that is so great of you to call. I love you.
Oh, you too, Gladys.
See, this man ain't sleeping all day. That's why he's the consummate artist that he is. Because you would expect him to be in the bed. You know they say artists sleep all day, right?
Exactly.
This man ain't sleeping all day. It's 8:30 in the morning. He up doing his number.
I was up slicing celeries and carrot sticks.
and throwing them out the window and making grits.
And I was just going to say, put them in your grits. You're crazy, boy. Well, how's the family?
Everybody's fine.
Ann and your mom and everybody?
Oh, they're all great. Thank you.
That's great. Well, I'm so glad you called, and I know you got things to do this morning if you up already, and I sure do appreciate your calling.
Oh, Gladys, I will always call you. I have to call you anyway to talk to you about some other things.
Okay.
And I will do that. You sound so perky this morning.
I'm feeling good this morning. I got up, baby, and I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you got me all excited, and I'm all excited and up now and full of energy.
All right now. Well, take it on out there with you.
All right, then.
I love you.
Love you, too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Have a great one.
Thank you. You too, Gladys.
He's special indeed.
Can you believe that?
I mean to tell you, unbelievable.
I mean, he's from the old school, too, from background to foreground.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody listens to KISS, and he just confirmed that.
That's right.
8 minutes before 9 o'clock on the Isaac Hayes Show with Les Brown and Gladys Knight.
And Luther Band.
On KISS FM, 5 minutes before 9 o'clock.
Hi. I'm so happy about that call from Luther.
Yes.
He is definitely a classy man. And that's what we used to do for those of us that were from the old school. We supported each other in things that we did. And the fact that he would talk to us this morning, you know?
Yes.
I mean, Luther Vandross, come on.
Getting up early while he's fixing his grits.
And talking to us this morning. I just love that about him.
Yes.
And so many of the other artists from the old school, you know?
Yeah, we've got to always see the value of supporting each other because we're going much further together. You know, there's no saying that one goose can fly 75% further in formation with other geese and can never fly by himself.
See?
So support is very important.
And that's what it's about. Thank you, Luther, for calling and talking to us this morning.
Yes, thank you so much. Listen, we have more music coming up right after we take time out for the news. And we've just been pulling out some stuff from our bags at home that we brought in for you. And we got some more surprises. Hello, 78s. This is before the 45.
Oh, honey, y'all don't tell nobody that.
No. But we're going to take time out and talk to Bob. He's going to bring us up in what's happening around the world. Good morning, 98.7 KISS FM, the Isaac Hayes Show with Les Brown and Gladys Knight. 3 minutes before 9. Talk to us, Bob.
All right, 98.7 KISS FM. Wow. KISS classics at work. Oh, my goodness. The oldies, but the goodies.
That's your girlfriend, Patty, dog.
I'm telling you, that's my sister there, Patty LaBelle. We just gave you 2 in a row, really. One from Eddie Kendricks, Intimate Friends, and then Music Is My Life by my sister, Patty.
Yeah, you knew Eddie very well.
Yes, I knew Eddie very well. Matter of fact, we were neighbors as well as co-workers. He lived around the corner from us when we lived in Detroit. All of us kind of lived in the neighborhood, you know, Martha and the Vandellas, and we all lived right there
together. During the Motown days.
Yeah, during the Motown days.
Time